Good morning, everyone. Now, the next part of the lesson, aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid, is carboxylic acid. We have completed the aldehyde and the ketone. Now, this is the last topic of the lesson, that is the carboxylic acid. Okay, we know that this is the carboxylic group or carboxyl group, COOH. It is a carboxyl functional group. So the carbon compound, this group, that is the carboxyl group, are known as the carboxylic acid. The compound in which this group is present, they are known as the carboxylic acid. Clear? So now it is clear from the name that the carboxylic acid group is made with two groups, CO. First is the CO. CO is the carbonyl group and OH is the hydroxyl group. Clear? That's why it is known as carboxyl. Carbo word, we have taken the carbo word from the carbonyl group and XYL, this word from the hydroxyl group. Clear? That is called the carboxyl group. So carboxylic acid may be aliphatic or aromatic. It is of two types. Carboxylic acid is of two types. It may be aliphatic or aromatic. Aliphatic means we are talking about the long chain. Aromatic means we are talking about the cyclic structure, ring structure, benzene ring. We are talking about the benzene ring depending on the alkyl or the aryl group. If the aryl group is attached to the COOH, it is called aliphatic. Clear? And if the aryl group is attached to the COOH, it is known as the aromatic. That's why the carboxylic acid is of two types. One is the aliphatic, another one is the aromatic, and it depends on whether alkyl group is attached to COOH group or aryl group is attached to COOH group. So the large number of carboxylic acid are found in nature. Clear? Some higher member of aliphatic carboxylic acid, the higher member means we are talking about C12 to C18. Okay? And aliphatic means aliphatic carboxylic acid. Clear? So aliphatic carboxylic acid means we are talking about the long chain structure. Clear? So they are termed as the fatty acid. So the large number of the carboxylic acid are found in nature. The higher member, that is from C12 to C18 of the aliphatic carboxylic acid, are known as the fatty acids. They are known as the fatty acids. Clear? And occur in nature, they are occur in nature as a fat, as ester of the glycerol. Okay. So carboxylic acid acids serve as a starting material for several other organic compounds such as anhydride, esters, acid chloride, and amides. Clear? So now the next heading is the nomenclature. Nomenclature is a very important. So nomenclature of carboxylic acid, again nomenclature is of two types. First is the common name and the second one is the IUPAC names. Clear? The first one is the common name and the second one is the IUPAC name. So since the carboxylic acid are almost the earliest organic compound to be isolated from the nature, a large number of them are known by their common names. Large number of carboxylic acid are known by their common names. Clear? So the common name end with suffix "ic." The common name and with suffix common name and with suffix "ic", that is IC-ic and acid. IC-ic acid. Okay? And they are derived, the name has been derived from the Latin words. Clear? Latin or the Greek names of the natural sources. For example, we have HCOOH. Okay, so it is called formic. IC word is used, formic acid. Formic acid. Okay, and it was first obtained from the red ants, that is formica, which means ant. Okay, the word that is a Latin word, formica. Formica means ant. Okay, so next is the acetic acid, CS3COOH. This is called the acetic acid. This is the formula. This is the molecular formula for the acetic acid, CS3COOH. Okay, and it is extracted from the vinegar. It is, and the Latin name that is the acetum. Acetum means vinegar. Clear? Next is the butyric acid. Butyric means, it's clear from the name, butyric means 4 carbon atom are there. So CH3, CH2, CH2, COH. It is called butyric. It is called butyric acid. So generally we are using the word ic acid for naming the for writing the common name. Clear? Now come to the IUPAC names. Now what happened in the IUPAC system? In the IUPAC system, the aliphatic carboxylic acid are named by replacing the ending E with oic. Ending E with oic acid. Ending E with oic acid. Okay, oic acid. Ending E of which? Ending E of alkane. Ending E of alkane is replaced. E of alkane is replaced by the oic acid. Clear? It is replaced by the oic acid. And in the numbering of the carbon chain, the carboxylic carbon is numbered 1. That is, the rule is same. The carboxylic carbon is considered as number 1. It should be regarded as number 1 carbon atom in the chain. And E is replaced by OIC. So the number of the carboxyl group indicated by adding the di, tri. We can use the prefix like di, tri, etc. to the term OIC. Clear? And the position of COH group is indicated by Arabic numeral. Arabic numeral. Okay. So let's take the example of this one. Okay, that is the formic acid. Let's try to write the IUPAC name for the formic acid. So how many carbon atom are there? Only 1 carbon atom is present here. So we know that when there is only 1 carbon atom, in case of the aliphatic hydrocarbon, it is termed as a methane. So it is known as the methanoic. It is termed as a methanoic acid. E is replaced by OIC. Clear? 2 carbon atom are there. It is termed as a ethanoic. It is termed as the ethanoic acid. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is called butanoic acid. Clear? So it is very easy. If the IUPAC, even the IUPAC as well as the common names are very easy. Only you have to write, in case of the IUPAC system, first of all count the number of carbon atom, then compare it with the alkane chain, that is the alkane series or aliphatic hydrocarbon. So 4 hydrocarbon, which is a butane. So E is replaced by OIC, so it is known as butanoic acid. So this is the way how we name the carboxylic acid. Clear? Now let's start with some aromatic carbon atom. This is the aromatic carbon atom. If the condition is like this, it is known as the benzoic acid. It is called as the benzoic acid. Okay, so this benzoic acid is the common name. This one is the common name. Clear? And what is the IUPAC name? If you want to write the IUPAC name, so it is benzene carboxylic acid. It is benzene carboxylic acid. Okay, benzene carboxylic acid, or you can say it as a benzoic acid. It is also termed as a benzoic acid. Okay. Now the second condition is, what happened when we have this one and 2 COH group are present here. If the condition is like this, so its common name is phthalic acid. Its common name is phthalic acid. Its common name is phthalic acid and its IUPAC name is benzene. Okay. Count the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So benzene 1,2 dicarboxylic acid. It is termed as a benzene. Clear? It is termed as a benzene 1,2 dicarboxylic. Benzene 1,2 dicarboxylic acid. So this is the way how we give name to the aromatic carboxylic acid. Clear? So these are two very important member of the aromatic family, aromatic carboxylic acid. First one is this one, that is the benzoic acid, and second one is this, that is the phthalic acid. Clear? Now the next topic is, let's discuss the structure of carboxyl group. Let's start with the structure of carboxyl group. So in carboxylic acid, the bond of the carboxyl carbon lie in one plane and are separated about 120 degree. Okay, so the carboxylic carbon is less electrophilic than carbonyl carbon because of the possible resonance structure. The carboxylic acid show the resonance structure. Now how it show the resonance structure? So this is the condition. We know that in the carboxylic acid, one is the carbonyl group and another one is the hydroxyl group. So this one is the carboxyl group and this is the condition of the hydroxyl group. So what happened? This electron pair goes with the oxygen. So these are the lone pair of electron which are present in the oxygen. So what happened in the next step? See that it becomes single bond O. Now it contains a negative charge because of this pair of electron. It contains the negative charge. So it contains the positive charge. Clear? So this one is the oxygen. These are the lone pair of electron, these are the lone pair of electron, non-bonding electron. Okay, so if it goes to that carbon atom, so this is the resonance. That's why we are using the double-headed arrow. This is a double-headed arrow. Okay, why we are using the double-headed arrow? Because we are showing the resonance. We are showing the process of the resonance, and it is necessary for to show it with the help of the double bond. Clear? So see this one. This is oxygen minus. Now when this pair of electron goes there, so it become a double. Here the double bond is arise. So this one. Now only one electron pair is left. Lone pair of electron is left, H, and it become positive. So this is the resonance process shown by the carboxyl group. This is the resonance process shown by the carboxyl group. Okay. Now the next topic is the preparation. Okay. Preparation of carboxylic acid. So there are various methods for the preparation of carboxylic acid. Let's discuss the method one by one. The first is from primary alcohol and aldehyde. Clear? This is the first method. From primary alcohol and aldehyde is the first method for the preparation of the carboxylic acid. So primary alcohol, I think it is clear to now. It is clear to you what is primary alcohol. Clear? For example, RCH2OH. This one is the primary alcohol. So primary alcohol are readily oxidized to carboxylic acid. It is readily oxidized to carboxylic acid with common oxidizing agent such as potassium permanganate, KMnO4. So it is oxidized. This one is the oxidizing agent. So the oxidation of the primary alcohol takes place. Clear? What is the meaning of oxidation? That is the addition of the oxygen. Clear? So that is RCH2OH. It is any primary alcohol. Clear? So it is oxidized with the help of potassium permanganate. In the neutral acidic or alkaline medium, that is a H3O plus in the neutral acidic or alkaline medium, or here we can also use K2Cr2O7, that is the potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate. And chromic oxide is also used. Chromic oxide, chromic trioxide, that is CrO3. So these are the oxidizing agent in the process of in the process by which the primary alcohol is converted into the aldehyde. Clear? So what happened? We get RCOOH. And what is RCOOH? It is a carboxylic acid. Clear? Let's take another example. For example, we have CH3, CH2 whole 8. Clear? And CH2OH. Okay. So 8 carbon atom are there, 9 and 10. So what its name is? Decanol. Its name is decanol. It is an alcohol because OH group is attached. Clear? And its name is decanol. It is a primary alcohol because only one CH3 group is present here. Only one alkyl group is present here. That's why it is a primary alcohol. Okay. Now the reaction takes place with the chromic trioxide. Okay. We get CH3, CH2 whole 8, COOH. Now COOH means it is a carboxylic acid and its name is decanoic. Its name is decanoic acid. Its name is decanoic acid. So this is the method by which the primary alcohol, alcohol is converted into the primary alcohol is converted into the carboxylic acid. Clear? Now, same as that, this method, the aldehyde is converted by using the same oxidizing agent. Same oxidizing agent means KMnO4, potassium dichromate or chromic trioxide. You can easily convert the primary aldehyde. Again, the meaning of the primary aldehyde means only one alkyl group is attached to that aldehyde. So that aldehyde is ultimately converted into the carboxylic group. Okay, so this is the one method. So the second method, this one is the first method. Now the second method for the preparation is from alkyl benzene. From alkyl benzene. Now I hope it is clear to you what is alkyl benzene. When the alkyl group is present in the benzene, when the alkyl group is attached to the benzene, it is known as the alkyl benzene. And the most common and the very important very important member of the alkyl benzene family is, that is you have a benzene ring. This one, what is this? This is CH3. It is known as toluene. So it is the alkyl benzene. When the benzene ring contains one methyl group or one methyl group is attached to the benzene ring, it is termed as a toluene. So aromatic carboxylic, and this method is only used for the aromatic carboxylic acid because we are using the alkyl benzene. It means we are doing some work on the aromatic ring. Na? So if by this method we can only prepare the aromatic carboxylic acid. Clear? So aromatic carboxylic acid can be prepared by the vigorous oxidation. Again here the oxidation takes place. Okay, the oxidation takes place. So the oxidation takes place and the alkyl benzene with chromic acid or acidic alkaline potassium permanganate is treated. So this is the toluene, this is the alkyl benzene, and this alkyl benzene is treated with potassium permanganate, that is the KMnO4, or chromic acid or potassium hydroxide, and then heat. These are the intermediate, and then heat. The entire side chain is oxidized. This entire side chain is oxidized to the carboxyl group. Clear? So how it is oxidized? So this one is the, now it is oxidized to carboxyl group means COOK. Clear? It is oxidized to carboxyl group. This is a potassium salt of carboxylic acid. If there is a K, it is a potassium salt of carboxylic acid. If Na is present here, then that time it is termed as the sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Clear? So the primary and the secondary groups are oxidized in this manner, while the tertiary group is not affected. Okay. Now, at last, what happened? Clear? So, you get, this is the benzene ring and this is COOH. And what is this? It is a benzoic acid. This one is the benzoic acid. So this is the another method to prepare the carboxylic acid, but this method is only applicable to the aromatic carboxylic acid, not for the aliphatic. This is only for the aromatic carboxylic acid. Now the next method is from esters. This is the next method, that is from ester. So from ester we can easily prepare the carboxylic acid. So the acidic hydrolysis of ester give directly carboxylic acid. Directly carboxylic acid, while the basic hydrolysis give carboxylates, which on acidification give corresponding carboxylic acid. So how the esters converted into the carboxylic acid? For example, let's take the example of aromatic compound. Clear? So ester means COO group is present and we have a C2H5. Clear? It is ethyl. Its name is ethyl benzoate. Its name is ethyl benzoate. Clear? So ethyl benzoate. Now the hydrolysis takes place. This is the process of hydrolysis. So it is directly converted to the carboxylic, plus ethanol is formed, that is C2H5OH. What is C2H5OH? It is ethanol. Clear? And this one is the benzoic acid. So by this way, the ester is directly converted, and ester is converted with the help of the process, and that process is called the hydrolysis. So on the hydrolysis, the ester gives, that is the carboxylic acid. Ester gives the carboxylic acid. Clear? Now the next method for the preparation is from acyl halide, and anhydrides. Acyl halide and anhydrides. By the help of the acyl halide or anhydride, we can easily convert the acyl halide to the, or acyl anhydride to the carboxylic acid. We can easily get the carboxylic acid. Okay. So acid chloride, for example, RCOCl. This is any acid chloride. When hydrolyzed, when it is hydrolyzed means H2O. Hydrolysis takes place with the help of the water. So when it is hydrolyzed with water to give the carboxylic acid, that is RCOOH plus Cl minus. So this is the hydrolysis of the acid chloride takes place and we get the carboxylic acid. Clear? Or the acid halides are also converted into the carboxylic acid by the help of the aqueous base. For example, we have OH negative or H2O. That is any aqueous base, that we get carboxylate ion plus Cl minus. Again the hydrolysis takes place and we get RCOOH. First of all, we get the carboxylate ion. This is the carboxylate ion, RCOOH. It is a it is not a carboxylic acid. It is a carboxylate ion. Clear? Now let's take the example of this one, that is the anhydride. Okay. So anhydride on other hand are hydrolyzed to corresponding acid with the water. For example, we have a benzoic anhydride or benzoic ethanoic anhydride. So the formula for the benzoic ethanoic anhydride is C6H5. Okay. COOCOCH3. It is a benzoic. This is a benzoic ethanoic anhydride. Benzoic ethanoic anhydride. Okay. So what happened? Again the process of hydrolysis takes place, means it is react with water. We get C6H5COOH. And what is this? C6H5 means we are talking about the benzene ring. It is the benzoic acid. This one is the benzoic acid, plus we get CS3COH. This is the ethanoic acid. So these are the important method. These are the important method for the preparation of the carboxylic acid. So with this we have completed the nomenclature, that is the common name as well as the IUPAC name, and the second is the method of preparation for the carboxylic acid. Now the only topic left is the properties, that is the physical properties, chemical property, and at last that is the uses of the carboxylic acid. Thank you. It's over.